My daddy drinks too much. He won't admit it. If anybody ever says anything about his drinking or suggests that it's a problem, he gets angry. I can hold my liquor as well as the next man. He says it like he's bragging, like it's a skill to be proud of. He and Mama fight a lot about his drinking. Yeah, they fight a lot. Once Mama threatened to leave him. She said she couldn't handle it anymore. I could hear them yelling at each other. I went into their room. I was sick to my stomach and I was shaking because I knew Daddy would get madder still if I put it in. But I had to know what was going to happen to me. Was she going to leave me there with him or what? How about me? I asked. Mama stopped throwing her clothes into the suitcase and stared at me. Looking at me like she didn't know who I was. You can come with me, she said. She said it so softly I could barely hear her. But I could hear Daddy though. He yelled, "You're not going anywhere. Not without a court order. 'Cause you're my kid too." Everyone thinks Daddy's great. The neighbours, the people he works with, they think he's this all-American citizen. Yeah. Yeah, my daddy drinks too much.
Where have you come from?
Do you know, it's very peculiar, but it's sort of forgotten.
Are you to be here indefinitely?
I don't know that either.
Oh my god.
Why would you hate it so much if I was?
Well, you must admit it would be embarrassing.
I don't see why, really. It's all a question of adjusting yourself. Anyhow, I think it's horrid of you to be so welcoming and disagreeable.
Now, look here, Elvira.
I do think you're mean.
Try to see my point there. I've been married to Ruth for 5 years and you've been dead for 7.
Not dead, Charles. Passed over. It's considered vulgar to say dead where I come from.
Passed over then?
At any rate, now that I'm here, the least you can do is make the pretense of being amiable about it.
Of course, my dear. I'm delighted in one way.
I don't believe you love me anymore.
I shall always love the memory of you.
You mustn't think me unreasonable, but I am a little hurt. You called me back, and at a great inconvenience I came, and you've been thoroughly shut about it ever since I arrived.
Believe me, Elvira, I most emphatically did not send for you. There's been some mistake.
Well, somebody did, and that child said it was you. I remember I was playing backgammon with a very sweet old Oriental gentleman. I think his name was Genghis Khan. I just threw a double 6, and then that child paged me, and the next thing I knew, I was in this room. Perhaps it was your subconscious.
We must find out whether you're going to stay here or not, so we can make arrangements accordingly.
I don't see how I can.
Isn't there anybody that you know on the other side, or whatever it's called, who could advise you?
I can't think. It seems so far away, as though I dreamt it.
You must know somebody else besides Genghis Khan.
Charles,
What's the matter?
I want to cry, but I don't think I'm able to.
What do you want to cry for?
It's seeing you again, and you being so irascible like you always used to be.
Don't mean to be irascible, Elvira.
Oh, darling, I don't mind. I never did.
Is it cold, being a ghost?
No, I don't think so.
What happens if I touch you?
I doubt if you can. Do you want to?
Oh, Elvira,
What is it, darling?
I really do feel strange seeing you again.
That's better.
What's better?
Your voice is kinder.
Was I ever unkind to you when you were alive?
Often.
Oh, how can you? I'm sure that's an exaggeration.
Oh, not at all. You're an absolute pig that time we went to Cornwall and stayed in that awful hotel. You hit me over the head with a billiard cue.
Only very, very gently.
I loved you.
Welcome, my lady. Welcome, dread king. Welcome, you warlike Goths. Welcome, Lucius. Welcome all. Lord and cheer be brought will fill your stomachs. Please, you eat a bit.
What art thou thus attired, Andronicus?
Because I've been sure to have all round to entertain your highness and your emperor.
We are beholding to you, good Andronicus.
And if your highness knew my heart, you were, my lady, the empress. Resolve me this. Was it well done of rash Virginius to have slain his daughter with his own right hand, because she was in false stained in the flower?
It was, Andronicus.
Your reason, mighty lady?
Because the boy should not survive his shame, and by his presence renew her sorrows.
A reason mighty strong and effectual. A pattern present and live we want, for me most wretched to perform the like. Die, die, Virginia! In thy shame with thee, and with thy shame thy mother's sorrow, die.
Was he ravished? Tell us who did the deed.
I killed him for whom my tears had made me blind. I now as woeful as Virginius was, and have 1,000 times more cause with me to do this outrage. Now 'tis done. Will please you eat? Will please your highness feed?
Why hast thou slain mine own son thus?
Not I, 'twas Chiron and Demetrius. They ravished him and cut away his tongue. It was they that did all this wrong.
Then God fetch them hither here presently.
Why, there they are, both baked in this pie, whereof their father daily hath said, eating the flesh that he himself hath prepared. 'Tis true, 'tis true. Witness my night sharp hunt.
Oh!